First of all, Gary, you got an award yesterday. I saw the AFCA Assistant Coach of the Year. What does that mean?
Oh well, it's an honor. Of course, I've been coaching a long time, and I know there's a lot of great coaches around the country that deserve recognition, and to be the guy singled out for the award is really quite an honor to me.
I imagine a big thing that went into that was your coaching of Royce Freeman from true freshman. As a true freshman, over 1,000 yards. What can you say about his season, and what do you think? What did you do to help him get to this point?
Well, I think his maturity had a lot to do with it, and I'd like to think that I helped along with that. He's gotten to where he's really familiar with our offense. He's improved some of his skills. I think one of the biggest improvements for him is he's learned to use his hands to keep people away from his body rather than just being a guy who runs and uses this brute force to break tackles. He's learned that he can use his stiff arm, that he can be his own blocker by attacking defenders. So that's the thing that comes with maturity, and he's doing all those things real well now.
Has he been a quick learner? It sounds like he's picking up.
Oh, no question. He's been a very quick learner. He's a dedicated kid, and the things that you teach him, he carries over to the field. And I think that's one of the biggest rewards for a coach is to coach a kid to do things, and then to see him do them on the field.
Did you know he had those kind of hands with that one-handed catch against the Beavers?
Oh yeah. I mean, I knew he has good hands, and that was just a matter of concentration and staying with the football. And he knows that that's what you got to do to be a good football player. You got to concentrate on the ball, and you can't get distracted and keep working to try to make the play successful.
Gary, you coached LaMichael James the year he was a Heisman Trophy finalist. What do you see as sort of the similarities in terms of personality and that sort of thing between him and Marcus?
Between
LaMichael and Marcus, that just the kind of similarities that enable them both to be that level of talent.
Well, I think first of all, they're both great athletes, and they're dedicated to the game. And their skills are the main things that make them stand out, and their attitudes toward the game. Their attitudes both were that they want to get the job done, and they'll do anything to get it done. And they depend on their teammates to help them out, but they're going to be out there and be leaders and try to take it upon themselves to make sure that we're successful.
It's similar how those two could take over a game sometimes. I mean, Marcus, we've seen where he can kind of put up 21 in a row, and LaMichael's the same thing. If he broke one from 70, all of a sudden the game could change in one play with both those guys.
Right. Both those guys I think they both feel like, hey, if you put the ball in my hands, I'm going to make something happen to help us to win the football game.
What did Arizona do so well last time to kind of contain the running game?
Well, I think they played. I think they did what they've been doing all year. They've got a real good defense. They got some big guys up front, and their linebackers are really good. They protect them so that they can make plays, and that's if you've got good linebackers, then you're gonna be able to stop the run.
Scooby Wright is one of those linebackers, and obviously makes kind of accolades for his pass rushing. But what does he do in the run game that causes problems?
Well, I think Scooby Wright is an outstanding football player. He's such an active guy that he gets off blocks really well. It's just hard to keep keep your hands on him and without holding him, and they'll put him down at defensive end so that he'll rush the passer. He's big enough and strong enough that he can do that, and he's got enough athletic ability that he can stand up and play linebacker, and he just shuffles up and down the line of scrimmage and keeps guys off of his body and makes plays.